Hey, what's going on, guys? For Core Gaming, I'm Sinister Smirk.
And I am Xenuate.
Welcome to the first official podcast for the channel. Head on over to cooprealityentertainment.com.
I hate EA. These games have had massive success in a really short amount of time, and all of a sudden they've decided, hey, we want more success and we want to make more money, and we want
have to meet our annual quarterly profit, because it has to be more than the last.
Now all these big players are on board. They've kind of backed themselves into a corner. These people expect them to make X amount of money, and if they don't,
they'll have to downsize. They'll have to close companies.
Exactly. People start losing jobs, and this is how they keep people in.
As soon as the people hold them accountable for their action, that's when they wake up quick smart.
Because the second people pull the money out, that's when you start seeing the changes. I really think it's the investors that are doing the major damage. They're the ones that are funding this bullshit, and they don't care about the game. They don't even play games. They just see it as a pure commodity. That's it. I'll say the same thing about DICE I did with Treyarch
and Infinity Ward.
And them, because they got in with Activision and they had to know full well, even granted, Activision weren't this bad when they started, but they were going that way.
It's the same as DICE. DICE went down a path.
Activision at the end of the day are an entertainment company, not a gaming company. They're there for entertainment. You have to make the most entertaining thing for the most amount of money in order to
But people like
profit.
EA, that's their main mission.
Honestly, once you get to a certain point in a company, there must be like this thing when it doesn't matter how many people you piss off, you can do certain things you'd never be able to get away with.
Too big to fail.
Yeah, you're the size where a fucking government will bail you out if you lose too much money. Then
But it's not just the government's that bail them out, it's the taxpayer that bails them out. They basically said if the loot boxes constitute as gambling under the definition of Victorian legislation.
Yeah, well, they should. The only reason they didn't anywhere else is because they
Legal loopholes. Governments can't really do anything about this sort of thing because
they are careful to operate just within the line of the law. There isn't really much that can happen.
Yeah.
They would have to prosecute someone that's not even prosecutable by Australian law. How the hell do you do that?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like crossing the Mexican border. Catch me if you can.
I've got 1,000 copies of Mortal Kombat X here on the way.
Yeah, before our classification board weren't all old decrepit pricks that didn't give a shit about games.
Yeah, they're a bit Nazi-like there for a while.
They were. They thought fucking Pong and Tetris were the cutting edge of gaming. That's where they were at with that. You know?
Yep.
You're making decisions for you, not for people that are majority. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of people just feel disenfranchised. So Australia's pretty much come back and said if these companies want to include these gambling elements in their games, then the ACB is willing to work with them. It's the company going straight over our heads, you know, no matter what the consumer wants. The ACB is going to give EA what they want, you know. If they want loot boxes in there to make more money, then so be it.
We're a relentless bunch of pricks.
It keeps people in check. The consumers felt like they were being taken advantage of by these companies. People don't want these sinister techniques in these games. Like, people want them gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's let it slide with mobile gaming because, you know, in the eyes of the gamer, that's not really gaming. If we let them get away with that, the people who played those games didn't understand that this wasn't a regular occurrence. They didn't even realize what was happening. This was sort of exploitation. But now that you've got people who are switched on with this kind of thing and they've been following this stuff for years, watching cycle after cycle happen, with each time they've taken a little step further to get in the pocket of the consumer. And it's reached the point where people are putting their foot down.
Unless you're really well off, you can't afford to pay to win.
But that's the idea. It's upper class gamer and a lower class gamer, and that's what they want.
Yeah, it's a status thing. It's like you buying a better car than someone else. That's where we're at, and that's what it's getting to. And the majority of original gamers, they're not those type of people. With my understanding, those type of people didn't play games to start off with. And now gaming is mainstream, and this is where a lot of the fucking problems are coming. It's the mainstream crossing with actual gamers, I think.
It's inevitable for anything.
Yeah.
So we're looking for a sponsor for the podcast.
Links in the description, people.
Get us at cooprealityentertainment.com.
I mean, it would help us get better quality content out. We are also very approachable, so drop a comment, I guess. And yeah.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Nice, you can use some stuff out of that, surely.
Yep.